Our dream tier brings to light those that have heard the call and answered. We thank you. Business Company Network, Drippy Bird, Winona Riders, E4 Mafia, G Rider, Mason, Holden McMurphy. These legends bring you the Palace.
All right, everybody. You know what time it is, Chach.
This is time for this is the night on the long time.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a long day.
Yeah, this is the night on the long time that we experience for our whole lives ever since before we were born. That's what I like to call it, night on the long time.
Guess what?
What?
We're here in Venezuela tonight.
You know, can you smell the napalm? Can you hear the fire and the screams?
It's not screams, celebration.
Celebration. People are blowing like kazoos, helicopters. Everyone loves a gunship. Everyone loves spooky and the real serious gunships. I guess they were using things like that. The stuff you shoot up from really high.
I think it looked probably like a movie scene. Something out of a movie out there.
You know what, Eric? My philosophy is if it looks like it's out of a movie.
I knew you were going there.
Yeah, that's
if it looks like a duck and fucks like a duck.
Yeah, if it's got a dick duck.
Yep.
If it's got a duck dick.
Yes.
Then you dick it down, and it's got like a fire hose dick with barbs on it.
And then it's like dick dang dime. I think you know it's time.
Yeah, but that's really what it is. That's how I see it. That's why I haven't looked at anything. I'm like this. Oh, this looks like a movie. You know, so I feel like it just is a movie. But it's interesting, I guess. For what reason? Why is it interesting?
Well, it's interesting to me because there aren't any screams of horror or anything when you're, I don't know if you call him a president or whatever, but he gets zipped out, but I guess there's celebrations. And our side of it, when you're in America, they're going to drag this whole idea through the mud when it seems like you're doing someone a favor. So that's the back and forth right now from what I'm seeing.
I see. It's some sort of overreach of power.
Yes.
Oh, no, wait. No,
it's not a little dick swinging.
Not even dick swinging, but a violation of international law.
Right. By way of force.
Whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know what that is, and there is no such thing.
There's no such thing.
No. So that's the issue.
Are you kidding me?
So you got a bunch of people over here that are saying, what the fuck? What's the purpose? So you can steal their oil? And maybe that's the truth. Maybe that is the fucking truth. But either way.
I mean, that's as valid as anything else.
Someone else comes into power. Who is the second in command?
Will Riker.
Nope. No. Oh, maybe on the Enterprise.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Oh, sorry. We were switching subjects. You mean the Enterprise?
Yeah, the Enterprise. I mean, William T. Riker was a pretty strong character. But who is he as a second in command? Some sort of a sex slave?
I think there's some type of chick that ended up coming into power over there. I think she's Jewish.
Okay. She's of the whatever you want to call yourself when you're that.
Yeah, I know.
She's of the that.
I think she's of the that. She's from the that.
Yeah, she is.
So I guess she's taken over Venezuela for the time being.
Okay, good. Hope there's a lot of sex in the streets.
Which brings us more to a movie.
Before the movie, though, did you see that one of my favorite sex slaves? It must be Lily Phillips or one of them. She just got baptized, and they filmed her little baptism. I didn't put that in the roster because I
did not hear about this. What is she? She good looking?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that. She's one of the girls that would, bang 500 guys in one day.
Oh.
And that's, we've seen this back in the 90s. They did that, probably even before.
Yeah.
So it was like nothing to us. But for it to be in mainstream news and for her to have a social media following without being, like cast into the desert or something like that with no cameras is a wild thing for me to see in my lifetime.
It's kind of new.
Yeah, she's a bona fide sex slave. I mean, I don't want to sit here and keep ramble about sex slaves, but she's from an area that I've seen recently that was that had a lot of those grooming gangs. If we will use the common parlance of a systematic industrial applied rape. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But she's from, along with another Lily, whatever the hell, and another one. They're sort of like OnlyFans all-stars.
Yeah, they're running in tandem through this baptism.
And they came from a place, yeah, they're running in tandem in this baptism. They came from a place that was rife with sorcery. It was rife with systematically industrially applied rape, which is very sad and a very sick thing to think
Yeah, it
about. I
is.
wouldn't recommend it. But they came out of that, which I could smell even before I found out any sort of news trail about them. It was obvious to me. Anyone with two dicks knows.
It's kind of funny because if I think about a baptism, I would not think it should be publicized anyway. Don't you kind of feel like
It's a bit
that's
of a
a
private
ceremony where it
situation.
should be private?
Yeah.
So why do people do these things?
It's some sort of a ritual that these people do. They're in like a queer club, if you want to call it that. I don't know how you want to.
I don't remember streaming my son's baptism.
No. Because it's actually it's actually a kind of a moving experience.
It is. It's a very serious step in life.
Yeah, it's very serious, and I laughed at it all my life until when I grew up.
Until you find out it means something.
Yeah, exactly. But it's very moving. It's very charged up. It's very serious. It's very interesting.
So much more as an adult because it's your choice, not your parents.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could say that. Well, you could say a lot of things about a lot of rituals, but I enjoy it, and it's something that the camera will eat any significance. If you have something of significance happening, a camera eats it.
It does. Anytime that there is a camera there filming anything, it's all of a sudden a movie set.
It's like the two slit thing. It's like a quantum thing. If there's a camera on, everything is totally different.
Yep.
Hey, Charles, I saw that and, her baptism thing.
Yeah,
what
I like
was,
that.
What was with, like, the 30 guys that followed them in after? I didn't, like, look into
Is that
it.
all her ex-partners?
Is her entourage? No, I really have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea.
I wish I knew who the chick was. That's probably a good thing I don't.
Well, I mean, you should definitely see her face. Was it Phillips? There's two of them. There's Bonnie Blue and there's Lily Phillips. Those are the two that I recall the most because I did some stand-up jokes, if you want to call what I do jokes, just stupid stuff on there. I had a lot of laughs.
You did some research, bro.
Oh no, I just made it up. Okay. It's as good as research.
Yeah. Actually, it's more real than news.
Yeah, but a lot of it didn't hit. People didn't like it. Maybe I just didn't work at it enough, and it just wasn't really funny. After the end of the stand, or just the last stuff of stand up a while ago, you kind of understand things, or maybe I've just been feeling wisdom lately, just understanding myself. But I kind of see things.
You have a better grasp of what would hit.
Yeah, I have a better grasp at what didn't. It just takes me a long time to wrap my head around.
Is there a possibility?
I'm just rambling about
is there a
it.
possibility that the audience is like me and they wouldn't know these people that well, or is that not true?
No, that's definitely possible. That's definitely possible. People aren't familiar with celebrity sex slaves like I would be. Yeah, but I'm that's my bag.
I actually don't believe you because I think everyone else knows more about this shit than me. In other words, I think it's probably more popular than
maybe.
I'm hoping it is.
Maybe it was just so informative. It didn't require any laughs.
People.
Yeah, it disturbed people. Yeah, there was I did a lot of disturbing on there, more than I thought. But anyway, she just got baptized. But what am I going to say? What am I going to talk about the church? Talk about rituals? I still just use this opportunity to point out once again that woman is a sex slave, if it even is a woman.
Yes.
Is a sex slave, and we're born and bred specifically for pornographic. I don't want to mire this show up with all this dark stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. Well. Anyway.
I'm going to do anything but glorify these people. What else am I going to do?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Look at this.
They were really, really funny. Those two are really funny girls.
Is that guy supposed to be some type of priest?
Yeah, he's a priest. He was blurred out in the video. Maybe he had load all over his face.
Or she will soon.
No, he had a Japanese bush on his face. That's why he was blurred out.
Japanese pussy.
That's so good. I love the Japanese so much.
So Venezuela.
You don't got to think about this
Venezuela
anymore.
is.
Oh, so it's like a movie.
It's kind of like a movie, and
Damn.
It was a big deal. And the only things I'm picking up from it is, sure, maybe we did this in a power position to grab oil. That's one thing. Secondly,
Well, like it's limited.
it's the idea that half of the country is really upset that we did that. And then
Half of this country.
Yes. And
Yeah, I
then
was
their
gonna say-
country is extremely happy with it. That's the weird thing.
So what does it matter if whatever us as a foreign country, even though whatever military operation was carried out, it goes on to nowhere. Politics is a waste of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
But it's interesting to talk about in terms of wargaming, essentially, I guess.
I guess what it comes down to is I think back in the day, if we ever made any type of military move, I think everybody in America used to back the move. And now it's always just cut in half like usual. And who gives a shit anyway, like you said. But it is kind of interesting. Like
I hear ya.
It doesn't matter what move is ever taken now. It's always 50-50.
Yep. I hear that the split is more pronounced. Maybe it's our age or our responsibility. Maybe it's both, or maybe I think it's just the acceleration of the demonicism.
I think you're right.
It really is. But what the fuck? What the hell are you supposed to do besides know that there's no chance? At least be comforted in the fact that knowing it's not real. I know it's real to some degree, but it's mostly in the imagination. Because what's happening in Venezuela, oil or
drugs,
or drugs, or communism. I mean, the world has been controlled by communists for how many decades? Do you even want to count?
Yeah.
You bring out your feet.
I don't have enough fucking fingers.
Bring out your fucking toes.
Yeah.
So what does it matter when inside of this country? Because we were on the subject of foreign countries. We might as well see what they're up to.
I mean, this is them celebrating.
I was just thinking of Somalia at the time.
Hey, it looks like they had an obelisk, like a Cleopatra needle.
Oh, they did?
They look
There's
like
one in
that.
Venezuela?
They look like it.
Now, this is Chavez. This is from, and they bombed his grave, is what I'm hearing from the producers.
Is that what you're getting from Intel?
Yeah, they bombed his grave. Hugo Chavez, remember him
Yeah.
from the Bush era, the whatever, they were barking about stuff, and anytime someone talks about the Jews, and then next thing you know, 2 weeks later, they're out of power or something like that. Yeah, well, 5 months later, they're gone.
It's kind of that happens a lot, doesn't it? Oh, look at.
It didn't happen to Gaddafi, though.
And we bombed it. The U.S. bombed Chavez's grave.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's interesting. Well, I mean, I don't mind paying for that. Do you, Eric?
That's a bomb's that's money well spent for a bomb.
Would you tick that off if you were voting? So-and-so portion of your tax money that's already been taxed 5 times go to the bombing of whatever Craigslist
Some
actor's
funeral.
grave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you tick yes? Who would?
No, I mean, nobody.
It's only by force do these things go down.
So, anyway, it does look like Times Square party. I'll tell you what, I thought the places look like shit. Doesn't it seem like it?
Oh, they do have an obelisk.
Looks like Washington Monument.
It's weird because when a country as big as the United
What's that?
States...
Something coming out of his dick?
Oh, he's got a cock. Well, who wouldn't he? But if they bomb Venezuela, it's almost like there's a psychic bomb in this country. Mm-hmm. That's the way I feel. Considering the unreality and of how a grand stage foreign war meddling, it's seeing the money expended and all the effort and all of the energy instead of what's ailing the people.
The common people?
When you see a bomb go off, how much did that bomb cost to go down?
Probably close to $1 trillion.
That'd be crazy if
No,
it were, but
no.
but
I
you
know what you
know,
mean. Yeah.
it's an astronomical amount of money.
It's too much.
That money being seen by a citizen of this country being spent in Venezuela is the same as seeing a bomb go off in your own country.
And it makes total sense. And if half of our country that's upset was upset that it was money spent for no reason in a different country, in other words, then I would understand it more.
Yep.
They'd be like this, no, why did you waste tax bill? Like, well, let's worry about ourselves.
Let's get real. We don't
Yeah.
have to get anything else.
Yeah, right.
Can I
That's
give
not
you-
the case, though.
Can I give you another spin on it?
Oh yeah, let's have something.
So 2 weeks ago, Russia said that they have Venezuela's back and they'll make sure nothing ever
I
happens
do
to
remember
them.
hearing that. Good
Oh,
one.
really?
And then the day before the bombing, China said the same thing. They said, we have Venezuela's back. We'll make sure nothing happens to them.
They said we would hire anybody.
Yeah, they said they'd roundhouse.
And then within 3 hours, we bomb them and steal Maduro. Like, just to show them that we could do it.
I guess,
I mean, like that's definitely a take.
I mean, it's a crazy take. I guess it just shows that I think Russia, China, and us we talk a lot, I'm sure.
Sure.
It's like this, say whatever you want, but I'm going to bomb. They're like, it's okay. Hiya.
Yeah, what? No, I don't know why they do these things. I just know that considering the quality of life and its steep decline in my lifetime, any bomb going off in another country is a bomb going off right under my ass. You know what I'm saying, Eric?
Feels about the same.
It feels about the same. But I get it. You know, this and that, China and Russia. I definitely get that. I just don't. It's still, when I think of the life of the average Roman, and the pebble in his shoe. I consider the issues that we face on the streets, and I look at these foreign bombs.
You sound just like a politician on stage. When I consider the problems in the faces of our own people here in at Loserville.
Yeah, here at Losers that we're hosting the show tonight. That's how I feel about it. I say, what does all this foreign wars and now I understand the Bible more. Like, no foreign wars. Don't get involved with foreign wars. Maybe not even the Bible. I mean, the founding fathers of, I guess, if you want to call whatever rag you want to say that someone's signature is written on.
any tablature with wisdom from any wars and shit.
It's just silly. I don't know.
Let me get this for you.
It's just all. I've actually. Maybe about 75% of my brain's been thinking about that, so that's why I've been a little bit bouncy.
I got that for you.
One of the takes right now is that basically China and Russia are going to let us take Venezuela. We're going to let Russia take Ukraine, and we'll let China take Taiwan. So basically, like, we each get one.
So we got it's a big handoff.
It's a big handoff. There's like real powers at play.
It's real powers at play. It's a football game.
It's the football game, but I could get stabbed crossing the street in some cities. What do I give a damn about that global football game for? But I guess it's just interesting. People still think about it.
It is interesting. So that's Venezuela's deal. But
God bless them.
Speaking of you talking about our own people in the faces that I represent, our own turf.
Excuse me.
How about Minnesota's ordeal?
Yeah,
Washington State is a good one.
Gravestone, Minnesota.
For someone that is clearly struggling with daycare,
it's apparent to
kid care. Period.
It's something that goes beyond. I mean, how do you put it into words? You know what?
I mean, there's huge fraud, and instead of them, from what I'm hearing, instead of them looking into the fraud, they're trying to find ways to hide it.
No, they're hiding it, and we don't have the resources to prosecute this magnitude, right?
It's too much.
Yeah. Oh, we're tired. Just like the shooter, the active the whatever. We're tired.
You know how much personnel was assigned to coming up with a bomb that we could drop on Venezuela? We don't have the resources.
We don't have the resources. Okay, I have a hypothetical joke right now, Eric. We're going to start a whites-only country. Okay. Do you think they have the resources to tackle that? And I'm telling you, there's going to be millions involved.
Millions?
Yeah. There's going to be people will it would probably take a week for 1 million people to move in. Do you think the government would have the resources to tackle that sort of thing? And I'm not trying to sit here and make things a racial issue. No. And I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? The less I'm plugged in, you know what I'm saying? I'm just so tired of the. You know what I mean, Eric?
I'm tired of the fraud too.
I'm tired of fraud, and I'm tired of the people talking about the fraud and talking about no solutions. And I'm not Mr. Solutions, but I'm not.
You want to know the problem? All right, so here's like everybody's gut instinct. It's even mine. It's freaking sad. Instead of us discovering fraud, tackling the issue, get rid of it, now maybe our taxes won't be so high, right? That would be like fucking beautiful. That'd be like perfect. That'd be a dream. Daycare. Now all of a sudden, my wife can afford to stay home and take care of the damn kids.
Birthright.
Right? That should be a good thing.
It's actually a small slice of birthright, which is nebulous, but it's not when you start putting the pieces together.
That would be a good solution. But the solution that hits you, this is your gut. You're like this. How do I get involved in the same fraud? How do I figure out a way to use the system? That's actually the only solutions we come up with. You want to know why? Because they don't fix the other fucking problem. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be fixed. So unfortunately, you got 1 million more people that are saying if they're doing it, then I got to find a way to do it too. It's so fucking brutal. Instead of just wiping out like the actual fucking problem, it doesn't ever happen, but we all know it won't.
No, to each problem, there's always a solution.
So where's the country that's all white?
Well, I think it's sort of dissolving in certain ways.
It's gone.
Well, we've been shaking our fists at the sky, I guess, about the robbing of the birthright. And I know it is a bit of a heady topic, if you will. I know it has a lot of spiritual baggage. It has a lot of, on the surface, invisible baggage that you kind of have to know a handful of things before you can even see. But as we live our lives, and as we see the acceleration of politics and of ethnic cleansing and of genocide all throughout the world in our lifetimes, after they were teaching us all our lifetimes in schools and everywhere that these things were bad, ethnic cleansing was bad, fraud was bad, genocide is bad, the racism is bad, all these things, and you fast forward to your life and you see that certain I mean, not all animals are equal, I guess. You know how Orwell is, but there are certain races that are more equal than others, and I just don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just letting it all out. I'm frustrated.
No, I'm frustrated too, and I know what you're going with, but you want to know the fucking problem? The problem is there's like 12,000 pins on this wheel.
Like Pinhead.
And you look like Pinhead by the end of it, and you're thinking about using chains on something. There's a million pins on this wheel, and all they do is keep turning and stabbing you. And as soon as we were, this is way before we were born.
1,000 cuts.
1,000 cuts, but like you said, everything is supposed to be evil, evil, evil. But you realize you're just getting stabbed a million times, making yourself programmed and thinking one way. But you're forgetting like those little fucking
becomes
pieces.
normalized.
Yeah, everything's normalized, and we're programmed, and the wives are programmed.
Oh yes.
Across the board.
Yep.
And you'd hate to say there's no turning back. We won't say that.
Yeah, no, well, you can never say that.
You're gonna, Jesus, Charles, I'm frustrated too.
I'm frustrated.
I'm so frustrated because of this is like the one subject that I think is like unfair across the board. It's like we have kids. We can't afford to put them in daycare, or I know, like deep down inside, we don't want to put them in daycare.
Sure.
What we want is we want our wives to stay home and be comfortable financially so we can do this.
Sure.
We
The
can't-
American dream was
cannot do this,
realized
though.
a long time ago.
Stolen though.
Stolen birthright.
So now
it's a piece of it.
You work, the wives work, can't afford the daycare anyway, equals fucked.
And at the same time, there's everyone that Sally Struthers was telling you to go feed. They're here, and they get hundreds of thousands of. And I'm not sitting here griping or complaining, though. You call it what you will. I'm just getting things on the table.
Right.
Those things, and they're becoming millionaires. There's billions of dollars that the citizenry is defrauded of, and it's really so shocking to live through it. Now I know how every crumbling civilization feels, I suppose. I don't know. But it's a very surreal thing, and it affects you. Because here's the thing. Anyway, don't let me ramble. Here's the thing. It just affects what you're capable of achieving in your life. It affects the quality of your time. It affects your gene pool in that you don't have enough resources to even have the amount of children that you'd like, or the women are so smashed they can't handle anything because of media, feminism, the abuse of the world, the
being
taxes,
overwhelmed, period.
being overwhelmed, everything, all of the programming from the media, from feminism, everything, the toil programming, everything they've received. The men are in bad shape, the women are in bad shape. The men are in bad shape, the women are in worse shape.
They are, and it's making the men in worse shape too.
And in turn, it's making the men.
So what
in
does
worse
it
shape.
all? It all equals to what? Now you have to
Things I
put in
don't
more
like.
time. Now you can't work. Now there's less money coming in. Now it's a
this
compound nightmare.
And this is everybody's problem.
That's
And I'm
exactly
not
it.
saying it's a woman problem. If it's not a woman, it's something else that's depleting your life. Maybe it's the 9 to 5. It's something. Whatever it is, it's something.
It's pretty good when a wife has to stay home with kids because you can't afford the daycare. Now she's doing
love it.
overnights. You're trying to
Love
put
it.
you have your job plus a part-time.
Yep.
Your kids are being raised like shit. There's a million things.
That's why we fought the Nazis.
I thought it was over something else.
Well, I'll tell you, if we lost to the Nazis and we were speaking German, I don't think that the daycare situation would be as bad as it is now. How's that?
It's possible.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
It's just it's impossible to know, but you might be right.
It's impossible to know, but I know that I'm always right, even when I'm wrong.
It is such a fucking nightmare out there. And what are we worried about?
But the doom pilling. But it is a bit of a doomer, so you've got to be careful on how much you think about it. But you were capping it off.
No, it's just the idea that we're worried about Venezuela. Why did Venezuela
Sure.
happen? Jesus Christ, we just figured out this humongous fucking tax dollars. Fuck you.
Yep. And
Work
then,
for
and
me.
then what do you get?
We get shafted.
What do you get?
100%. I get nothing.
100% shafted. And this isn't okay, Eric. And I understand the feeling of unfairness, and I do understand unfairness. But this right here, of course, it's unfair. I would never say it's not.
No, I know.
But this right here,
This is fair to the script.
it's fair to the script, and it's fair to this. And I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just putting things in a philosophical perspective, and I hate philosophy. This is what it feels like to be in a war, in a hot war. You don't have to be shooting guns or taking cover to be feeling the war. This is what war feels like. All war is, of course, unfair. This is what war feels like. This is what a military campaign feels like. And it's just executed by people and most of the time, without insignia, without crest, without colors, without uniform. People that are soldiers
It's without
that
a bullet,
pretend they
without
are
a bullet
not.
shot.
Without a bullet shot, exactly. I just always feel like I have to iterate those things. I don't know why.
I know it's daunting, but I mean, fuck, these are like the main topics going on right now, and I
Oh,
have
yeah.
to talk about it because
Yeah.
because they do hit home. Well, they always do.
Venezuela.
I mean, well, Jesus.
I like the way they dance.
I do. I mean, you got some heritage.
Yeah, there's
behind
different
this.
genetics in Venezuela, and they have a little bit of a dance, and they do politics and dancing, and it just makes me so laugh. Different cultures make me smile. They make me smile. They make me laugh.
They make me spray.
They make me slaff. Yeah, they make me spray. But I just love it when I see people blowing horns. They're like taking care to do like gyrating dances. It makes me laugh so
I
hard.
know they do take a lot of care in that.
There's a lot of pride in the movement, but I understand being a knower of pop music. I know, and a knower, like I'm not a knower of anything but how to be a weirdo, I guess.
You don't know anything besides a Venezuelan dance.
Venezuelan gyrations.
You should see Charles do it.
I should do it. I'm a pretty good dancer. But I just know that dances they have an energy. They have a ritualistic energy. They have like a butterfly effect. Like they send waves. They send
Good
like frequencies.
vibes.
It's something very interesting. Dance is a real thing. It makes me sick and it makes me laugh.
That is just the one thing that I do find extremely frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating, Eric. And I would just say pray. And I know that's not really the thing, but I mean, is you cannot. It's your duty to not spend time in the dark place. You know what I mean?
I know it is. I mean, you're right, and
You
we say
can't
it all
let
the
the
time.
bastards grind you down.
I mean, you can know what's going on. And I would say the smart thing is to not try to take advantage of the same system other people are, but you can't anyway. We already know that.
Hey, if you could take advantage of it, but since, if you want to be frank, since you're white, you would be subject to crippling regulation and inspection that some guests in this country who we have evacuated from a war zone or something like that, or an ethnic cleansing in their country, they get paid tens of thousands a month, hundreds of thousands, millions a year. And I think it's just beautiful that they can have 10 kids and a citizen of Rome in this country can struggle even with one. I really find that very beautiful if I was the devil.
Just to add one more thing, only because it's kicking up in my brain. Let's say it's real, but these old managers of hotels where you're getting immigrants in there and they're fucking living for free, if any of the numbers that they're tying to this are real, and what they're spending the money on.
Migrant hotels is what you're saying?
Yes, but
Something that was a very regular thing in the Dr. Zhivago times.
totally fucking crazy
Yep.
what the budget is going to.
Don't you like it? Don't you like where money goes?
It's just the idea that like my everyday struggles, my top 4 biggest bitches of my life, they don't have them. And they're saying that they'll get pulled from Brazil, or they'll get pulled from, let's say, Venezuela. Then they go to Brazil where they actually had to work. But then why did you come here? Well, you came here because Joe Biden said it was actually totally free.
Joe.
Joe, the comedian,
Yeah, the best. Blackout.
one of the funniest guys
I call
ever.
him Blackout.
He fucking said it was free, which is a good joke, but it was real.
Yeah, he's the best joker.
He's like, I ain't joking. So
You ain't black.
You get to this hotel. Now they're spending 100,000 and change on diapers for your kids, formula, Ubers.
The government ever paid for those things for you? You pay
no.
taxes though, Eric.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's-
And your ancestors fought the
per
Nazis.
Day.
This is per day.
Like
Yeah.
100
Oh,
grand
yeah.
a
Oh,
day.
yeah.
They had buses shipped in.
Your ancestors fought the Nazis, Eric.
I know. That is the
No,
answer.
no, yeah.
But
Your
I mean,
ancestors fought the Nazis.
we
Eric.
won
So
the
did
damn
mine.
war, Charles.
We beat the Nazis. Both of our ancestors fought the Nazis. Like the meme of things. If you looked at the meme that I'm thinking of, it's too dark to see.
Buses full of daycare workers in the hotels to watch their kids while they sit in the lobby on their phone. The phone was given to them for free. They need an Uber to go to their immigrant fucking meeting. They don't take their own car, which is a Mercedes. They
Yeah.
get an Uber paid by us to go to the thing so they don't waste gas.
1,000 shallow graves I see in the future.
I don't understand it.
Even if they're appointments in different states.
Could be in New Hampshire
they're
for
paying,
Mass.
they're paying for Ubers from
love that.
Boston to New Hampshire.
Imagine that. So, Eric, you know how it feels unfair? Just know, Eric, I will fill you. Know this, Eric. I know it's unfair, but it's not unfair. Because when there's an open war and you're being warred upon, even silently, because those that war upon you are honestly too chicken shit just to get out in the streets with us.
Yep.
Honestly, themselves. That's just the way it is. Hey, I'm not saying I blame them. They're pretty good with their strategies. But just remember, it may seem unfair, but I'll tell you, the burden of being God's chosen, the burden, and I'm...
Yeah, you're being serious, I know.
I'm being serious. The burden of prosecution. Christian prosecution, let's say in Rome. We've all been through this before. Let's say Christian prosecution. I like to say Christian prosecution. Some other people will say white. They'll say they'll say I don't know.
I think I agree with you. Christian.
Yeah, Christian prosecution, persecution, and I'd say this is the heavy, heavy burden. The Bible said there would be days like this. We would be persecuted. We would be hunted. We would be suppressed. We would be ethnically cleansed. Our birth rates would be suppressed by hook or by crook. Our women would be annihilated by hook or by crook. Everything. The men, the children would be, everything. The money, the finance of everything. These were the days. So it's not exactly unfair. You could say that, of course, but it's actually the result of the most extreme, beyond your imagination. When I think of a God that is too big to even see, when I think of something that's like crazy like that, the extreme level of fear and the extreme level of envy is so off the charts, there ain't even chains or a fucking phone hook or charts to handle this. I'm saying it's so off the hook, you can just know right then that is the truth, and just at least let that aid in your faith.
Yeah, I hear you. That's a good one. In other words, it was already written, it was already said, and it's being done.
Lord have mercy, is it being done ever, Eric? Yeah, so anyway, I'm just trying to put things in proper perspective. You know, it could be unfair, but I would say that it's not the right truth, because there are many truths.
Yeah. I guess we're all gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, sometimes when you're warred upon like this, you kind of have to deal with it. But at least we can talk about it. And it's so extreme right now, you kind of have to talk about it.
That's why we're bringing it up. I know it's bad. Like we said, these are bad things to talk about, but they are real right now. So we're gonna have to talk about it, and they're probably the biggest things going on.
Can you imagine this? Foreign wars. Can you imagine this? Getting involved in foreign wars.
How could the power get? Now this is
meddling with foreign affairs.
This is a stupid thing to say. But how could the power of our country get thwarted so rough for this to happen?
You want to know? Okay.
Blackmail.
Yeah. That's the whatever mechanism you would call, whatever arm of warfare. The intelligence community would know more about this. Blackmail, of course. The infiltration, mostly. What causes this the most, if you want to go all out, if you want to know exactly what causes this the most, in my estimation, or where my intelligence is, I don't know everything, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say, it's easier to make this happen than you think. It only takes one generation, takes 2 generations. The biggest way to make this work is you flood the Ivy League schools with commies.
Yeah.
You infiltrate with subversives. So not just blackmail on the politician level, even below that level. You flood the schools and the people that take care of the children, especially Ivy League, because those are the next grade of politicians.
Why do you think they got Kirk?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he was a big one.
Yeah,
even though
an influencer.
I have a lot to say that people wouldn't like about just all of the Kirk stuff is really makes my skin crawl.
It's too dark.
Makes my skin crawl.
I agree too.
So I don't even talk about. I'm like this. What do you want to hear it from me? I'm not saying. The stuff that I'm saying won't do anyone any good. I'll just keep it to myself.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
It's just conspiracy time.
It's conspiracy time. It's so heavy right now. It's never been heavier.
Yeah, I'm not looking to demoralize, but that's the power structure, the funnel that they pick people up that join the societies, that all from the families.
Sense,
they'll go to Ivy League
Ivy.
schools.
Ivy is the powers to be.
You infiltrate the schools.
And guess who's in power later?
Yeah, and so you don't go right in, you don't invade and install commies and all this, but they were working at it with the politicians for many, many years, many presidents. I don't know exactly when the world ended or when the presidents ended. I have no idea, but it's been going for a long time. But mainly in the modern times, and even like the Bolsheviks and what happened in Russia, and even in past that is still pretty much in recent history.
Yeah.
Like World War I, World War II is recent history to me.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's pretty recent, where things have completely the fucking centipus has put itself everywhere.
It's only a few generations.
It's only a few generations, and two with schools in modern American generations since the 40s, 50s, 60s, those times. Since then, that's when it really hit. But it's not as hard as you think to do.
I just, it's weird. When I think of like wars, I think of...
All you have to do is wait for old people to die, Eric. That's all you have to do.
I know. But when I think of wars, especially world wars, of course, I always tie it to like a 4-year gap. Like, what are you trying to accomplish in these 4 years from hell? But it's never that. In reality, it's what are you trying to accomplish in the next 4 generations?
Better off tying it to Hollywood.
That's exactly.
Which is fucking crazy.
That's a good point. That's actually arguable. That's a good point.
Yep.
Yeah, arguably, Nick, Hollywood is a bigger force than the infiltration of schools. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, it's gonna
Hollywood is the biggest. If you shut down Hollywood, everything would heal. Absolutely.
Damn.
That's just a hard pill for most people to swallow because their life revolves around Hollywood.
Oh, that's without a doubt. I mean, that's your whole source of entertainment. What the fuck are we gonna do, right?
Yep. No, the Hollywood. If you stopped Hollywood, everything would fix itself. 100% true.
How the hell can something I call entertainment, which is everything Hollywood, how the hell can you say, and it's the biggest military campaign?
Yeah. No, it's because, Eric, entertainment only happens when life gets too unsatisfying and unfulfilling and bad, and you need it. Now, look, that's arguable. I'm an entertainer. You're an entertainer. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I try to think of what entertainment is like in heaven. I try. I know what it's like in hell. Yeah, you know what you know what I mean? So it's...
But it's true. Is it the perfect recipe? Is when you're on your last straw and you're sitting there and you're looking for entertainment. Is that when you're most susceptible or vulnerable to accept this military campaign?
Yeah, it's hypnosis, it's ritual, it's programming, it's violence, it's a lot of stuff. And sadly, I will come out there and say, men are in very bad shape because of Hollywood. But who, if you would like to diverge into this, who gets hit from Hollywood the most are children and women, which I lump into the same category, women and children.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I think they are most affected. Like I said before, they're going to affect the men too.
Look what feminism has done. Saint Max Spears always said that you have to get to the men, you have to get to the women before you get to the men. He's not the first one to say this. He's just one of the most recent dead ones to say that.
Yeah, right.
Which I really, really enjoy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone laughs about him lately. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, he had some really, really, really good theories before he died. He was messed up though. I don't know what was happening with him, man. He said some stuff. He said things that were so crazy, man. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
yeah.
You have to get to the women to get to the men, because if you come too hard, too early, and too fast with the war generation or the people prior or wherever, or even now, if they came out too hard and too fast, the men would start killing things.
Yep.
But if you get the women to henpeck and to needle over the generations, the men, and plus with Hollywood, plus with teachers, plus with professors, plus with movies, plus with music, Hollywood. Same thing, another one.
Same thing.
Literature, everything is related. Everything is a campaign. Everything is a military campaign.
But everything's just another pin on the wheel that I said was stabbing.
Everything. And now we're seeing the bitter fruits of women essentially going extinct, women having a very hard life, the men having a hard life. It's not hard times, cause strong men or easy time. It's not that. That's all crap, cyclical crap. I mean, you could say this has all happened a trillion times and this and that. Fine. I don't take it off the table, but I'm saying I'm not worried about cycles. I'm worried about our cycle right now. I'm not worried about the future.
No.
Well, of course, we're worried about the future, but you know what I'm saying. I'm worried about this cycle.
But even more so, just like you said, if there's been hundreds of cycles, and this isn't a daunting thought, it's just the idea that they've already figured out how it works.
Yes.
So they know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
And here we are in our cycle again.
Here we are in the real Kali Yuga, if you will, if I may even. Oh, it's just, I shouldn't even be saying things like that. It's like, makes me feel gay. Anyway, yeah, you're feeling the fruits of it. Fruits that, if a generation prior to us knew that it would be like this, they would all be classified now as domestic terrorists. So anyway, we were getting wild with the women. Oh yeah, the women are insanely, tragically, so much more susceptible to the hypnosis and the ritual in all of Hollywood, all of media, all of music, all of pop, all of fashion. Women take it up the ass way more. And in turn, the men take it up the ass. Of course, it trickles down, so, because the women are controllers. The women are they're social. They drive. They
Yes.
help drive. They help metastasize or viritize trends and standards. They enforce standards, especially of the competition. The other women. I don't mean to say competition. I'm not trying to talk like that. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, and unfortunately, yes. So they are. So they're susceptible to all those
What
things.
I mean to say is, you know how women are?
I know how they are.
Yeah, not everyone knows how women are, so I guess I have to put it these ways.
But in reality, I'm trying to think of where you were just going with the. All right, so yes, they're affected. Social media is fucking
Yeah, they
whacking
get
in the ass.
smashed into, they turn, anyway. Yeah,
It's just the idea that men still want what we wanted 180 years ago or a billion years ago, but we still want a fucking family.
Yeah, I want a family.
And unfortunately, all these things point to the same thing: harder to have a family, harder to survive financially, and then
Cleansing right there.
And then guess who's supposed to still hold?
Not
up
harder
their
for
end of the
everybody, though, is
fucking-
I
it?
was going to say harder for some.
Yeah, harder
And
for
I think
some.
about that too, and that's why I still think it's like a religious persecution, just like you said,
I've always said that.
because not everybody has it fucking hard.
No.
So there's other ones that have it easier.
Yeah.
So it's not technically a war on them because they're probably fucking happy and they probably have 18 kids.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
for me,
For you,
it's kind of hard.
you're in the streets.
Yeah. So it has to be
For you, you're
persecution of
forced to
Christianity.
inject your kids, but people coming across the border don't have to. And blah, blah, blah.
Isn't that fucking crazy, everybody? Oh my gosh. Jesus.
Allow us to cope and cope with us, I guess. Like, what else can you say? Eric, cheers to that, and God help us all to that.
Yes, everybody. We need help.
This is the way the soldiers clink their glasses in the trenches, Eric.
Looks like we're in the trenches, Charlie.
I don't mean to divert, but I don't know where we're going with it, but I want to ask you. There was a really, really good string of public domain releases for 2026.
Oh, yeah?
Really, really good string.
So what does that make it? 46? 56? What does that hit?
Fucky 6.
Oh.
I don't know what it is, but one of the ones is that I took it upon myself to make it public domain years ago when I streamed it on Twitch. I believe All's Quiet on the Western Front. I think the book maybe last year, but especially was it a farewell to? See, now I don't even remember what it is. Now that's what's happened. A Farewell to Arms or All Quiet on the Western Front, the 33, 34 movie. See, now that's what I've done. Now after bringing this topic up.
It doesn't matter. So
I don't
we
even
can
know what
figure it
movie
out.
I'm even talking about. Anyway, so there's a movie that I've done both of them. Whether it's All Quiet on the Western Front, which is sad that I can't remember that
Farewell
one.
to Arms is now public domain.
Okay, thank you. All Quiet though, brutal. It's the book, the audio book, Frank Muller.
Yeah.
You'll be on your knees. The movie. A lot of people when you think of war movies, what do you think? Of course.
War movies?
Yeah, war movies, war shows, whatever.
They both are, Charlie.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
I don't know.
Anything, Spielberg, anything. A war movie that you would.
Spielberg.
Saving Private Ryan.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Saving Private Ryan.
I think of like that 1918. I think of what else is like a good war movie?
Okay. So you do World War One, but I'm telling. Until recently, it was always World War Two.
Oh yeah, of course.
Always
yes.
two, always two.
Yes.
But one, the movies that they made of one, the two movies are not as good. The one ones, you see
real
the
trench
most
warfare.
the most brutal things you could ever see. I'll just say it now that just because I'm on the subject. There's a German version, there's a French version, there's an American version, there's a this version, there's a that.
What's Tora?
That's Pacific War, World War II.
Okay.
That's post-Hitler,
Okay.
as far as I remember.
Yeah.
Now,
There's no doubt
I
about it.
could absolutely be wrong.
I don't know either, but
That strikes me as like a Pacific War slogan.
this
I don't know
is
why.
this makes obvious sense. But obviously, if there's going to be a shitload, oh, that thing's cooked.
No,
Let's get that thing cooking.
no, it's not.
If we're going to think about,
Yeah, Tora was the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Oh, thank God.
That's right,
Thank
okay.
God I'm not wrong. Oh wait, that's actually no. Hitler was still around, wasn't he? I don't even remember.
he was around. He was kicking around.
He was still had his big old cock.
He wasn't he around till 1968?
No, 70, maybe the 70s in Argentina. He died surrounded by friends and family.
He died in Venezuela.
Yeah, he died in the last attack.
He just died. Oh, that's funny.
But that's
It doesn't
that
make
movie is
total
good.
sense. Hollywood, Why is all the movies we're gonna watch are gonna be about World War II? Why?
Yeah.
For obvious
Yeah, no,
reasons.
one is the best. West Front, 1918, the German one. All Quiet on the Western Front, that's American. All Quiet on the Western Front, that's German. West Front was German. What was the French one? Wooden Crosses. And there's also A Farewell to Arms, another American one.
Yep.
They are so good, but they're really, really brutal.
And they're just World War One.
World War One, yeah. They're brutal. A Farewell to Arms is Hemingway.
Man, was I fucking wrong? I said this must have been a year ago on the podcast, but I was always assuming, or I thought I heard somewhere that World War One we lost a lot more people than World War II, but I was way off. I was fucking way off.
Yeah, I don't remember the numbers.
It was like ridiculous.
I just know that abortion blows all wars out of the water.
I just, it was in my thoughts. It was always like the greatest generation, which wasn't that World War One.
Two.
Okay, so that's why.
The gayest generation, they call them.
Didn't they say that was like it was going to ruin everything?
The gayest generation. Yeah, wasn't
that like you could have had it all generation?
They could have had it all, but instead they were forced or tricked to go to war to do their ethnic cleansing.
Right, that's what I mean. So they're wiped out on purpose.
Yeah, that's what all wars are for, to kill Christians and kill the ethnics, blah blah blah, whatever. But still, those movies, Eric, they will shock you how good they are. You will, if movies from the 30s, the imagery that you see, the acting that you see, the writing, everything will make you, it's like Das Boot. It'll make you crazy. That's the best, that's the best thing that's been made from World War II is Das Boot.
Yep.
In World War I, there was 116,000 total deaths. In World War II, there was 405.
Yeah, it's
Not bad. What is it for abortions?
U.S. deaths. Yeah, one sec.
Let's see what it is for abortions total, for that abortion war. Let's see what the abortion war death toll has been.
Okay.
I'm actually curious about this.
It's going to be wild.
We know death tolls in 100,000, 400,000. We'll see what this one is. But I don't know.
Estimate about 68,000 per year.
Okay, 68,000 per year. Nice. Now this is peacetime.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is like being at war, the heaviest war at all times.
At full time, ever war.
Yep. Not good.
Isn't that amazing? But I don't know where I was going with that public domain in that movie. But
in other words, there's
I streamed it a while ago. But I was just celebrating the fact that there are some public domains.
some new good, new to the surface here. Good ones.
Farewell to Arms is so good. All Quiet on the Western Front. Oh man, Wooden Crosses, West Front, 1918. Dude, those four. If you watch those movies, they'll change your life.
Damn.
I'm telling you, they'll change your life.
You're gonna have to get into that stuff. All right, what do we get on the doc? Let's see how this world's kicking.
How is the world kicking other than the most hardcore that we just explored?
I love it though. Hey, we're talking about real shit, guys.
Yeah.
It's a big joke.
Isn't that funny?
This is what 2026 has to hold for us. Let's see how it starts.
Okay.
Lesbians give a damn about the Canadian hockey gay romance series Heated Rivalry? Do lesbians care about Heated Rivalry, or is it just the Strictly Dickly?
It's all I can think about.
Oh, really?
It's all I can think about. I can't even sleep at night without thinking about.
Dickley.
Anderson Cooper's not trying to see. Even him, he's even trying to get off the fucking camera.
Do you think he's drunk? Is he trying to disappear right now?
I think he is.
Katy Perry and Gayle King went to space.
Oh, that's the guy, the left. He does like the celebrity gossip. Oh, he's really silly. That guy is really silly.
He's wicked straight.
I mean, I could be persuaded to give a damn, but you'd have to get a lot spicier.
So they want to know lesbians' takes on things?
Lesbians give a
That was
damn
a
about
pretty
the
good take.
Canadian hockey gay. Lesbians give a damn about the
What about whatever came of the weight loss study that Obama and all his crew spent however hundreds of millions or tens of millions of dollars studying why female homosexuals are overweight?
That's what they dumped a shitload of money into that?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Whatever happened with it?
I don't remember I think the study results were inconclusive.
It turned out to be one big fat waste of money.
Yeah, so Somali, even other than Somalis, everything gets taken away.
It's just a complete waste. Imagine putting money into figuring out why lesbians are fat. Oh my God.
Don't you like that?
It ain't from taking load.
No. I don't know why.
It probably is actually from that.
Yeah, it must be from the Jones for a splash. She's jonesing for
I
a
saw
splash.
this guy on SportsCenter, Charlie.
Oh yeah.
So look at.
Do you remember the kid that bet money that was the first thing that was going to happen? He won 400,000.
Oh, what do we got? We got luck in the air.
I like this guy's reaction. He's trying to save his job.
The first thing you see upon the new air is Planet Fitness.
Yeah, it's all just for fat.
Imagine this. What are they? 98% of the population homosexuals?
I think they are. That's why we're seeing it
I guess
everywhere.
they are. Yeah. Well, there's a guy that won a lot of money on that betting. He won like 400 grand on betting that two guys kissing would be the first thing you see when the ball drops.
No way.
Yeah, and I was looking. I'm like, that should have been me.
That's a good.
I
take.
started to realize like I'm slipping in everything.
Wow. How much was the bet?
Couldn't have been that. I didn't follow through on it. But the video of him, I had the sound off, but it had me laughing.
Oh my God, that's a good bet.
Yeah, it made me laugh, and it actually should have been me.
Damn, that guy's got powers.
Yeah, I thought I was good. I mean,
that guy's good.
Yeah,
man.
I'm like this. I'm the best of all time. Look at him.
Man.
That's how you make money in the current era, though. That's the
After
best thing
you've
I've ever seen.
listened to the 9/11 survivors' testimony, you'll know why it was banned for social media.
Okay,
for
so this
many
is one of
years.
those tapes that was tucked away.
Okay.
Up an ass somewhere.
What happened? No eyes?
Yeah, there, buddy.
I think a bomb went off in the lobby first, then a plane hit the building. But then another plane hit the other building. But when I was coming through the doors on the other side of the Trade Center, either they blew the lobby up or something, because it blew the glass out of the doors and knocked the door down, and I got smoke and everything on me. I just feel a little shook up because I got blasted, So I'm just trying to, I want a drink of water. They don't have any water though. I think
That's a good interview.
Yeah.
Now, Eric, after seeing this now, 20-something years later, now what?
I know, nothing.
Imagine.
It's the craziest. It probably still will always be the craziest thing to happen on our soil, right? Well, geez, I hope.
I don't know. Was the formation of the United States even on the soil? I don't know. Well, in our lifetimes, it's essentially when the heaviest quality of life started to go down, and when a lot of things ended, a lot of airport stuff, security, terrorism, cybersecurity, all this stuff.
Yeah.
It really 9/11 was the herald of it.
It was like it's the Mr. Negative.
Yeah, the Patriot Act is
Yep.
what we're talking about.
You just
right
got to
now.
understand there's no way possible they could ever admit to it, because if they ever did, they might as well just blow up the whole country.
Yeah,
Because there's no way that everyone wouldn't just take up arms.
And it's not legal to admit. Let's say it was an inside job, whatever. Let's just say the nomenclature, whatever it's called. It's not even legal. It would not be even legal to admit it was an inside job for reasons of national security. It wouldn't even be legal to admit it.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be breaking the law by doing so.
Yeah, and the reasons of national security is the license to do anything at all and say it's to if this were uncovered, the government would be toppled. So everything that happens is buried with reasons of national security. That's how they do it. Isn't that nice? Do you like that?
And this one won't, just for hypothetical. This one won't when everybody that would have anything to do with it would be released later on. Is that, in other words, like a JFK situation?
Yeah, it's just a couple decades down the line, it doesn't even matter anymore. All the other plans are already in place.
Yep.
So, I mean, if this was pre 9/11 and it dropped, then people would be in the streets. But since it's 25 years or whatever post 9/11, everyone's already screwed.
Yep. What's this, Charlie?
No, I'm not trying to doom people out. I'm just the general consensus of why these things are happening.
It's why I mean, we get little bits and pieces, and we will forever, obviously, but
Now I'm old enough to know that it's all gay.
it is gay.
Yeah.
The whole thing is fucking gay.
Everyone in charge, it's all gay. They're all gay people. I mean, that's how I feel about
All
it.
fat gay people.
Yeah, they're all gay people.
Rockefeller schools wouldn't say don't look into it.
Yeah, what's this? This used to be on the periodic table, Eric,
This
remember?
is the ether?
Yeah, the ether. This used to be one of the elements of whatever the hell, 5 platonic
So they always
solids.
tell you about the ether is fake. That's the Rockefellers because they own the school system. Check this book, 1935. Magnetic healing, right there. Okay. Let me go to the table of contents. Right there. The human etheric body. Disturbances in the etheric body.
Okay, let's see
Everything
it.
about the ether. So they always tell you
Okay,
about
nice.
the ether is fake.
Yeah, well, I'm not an expert. Ether, I guess ether is perhaps the...
Ether ain't just the thing you huff before you walk into a casino.
No. I guess ether would be the prime material water that can be transmuted to something else with will or by vision. Or now, look, I'm saying these things in a very insane way just because that's how I do it. I mean, it's not very grounded in anything. It used to be an element on the periodic table. Was it defined as some sort of a gas, solid, or an electrical conductor?
Pleasant smelling, colorless, volatile liquid that is highly flammable. It's used as an anesthetic and as a solvent or intermediate in industrial purposes.
Yeah, that's like a nothing definition. Whatever it was
that's the
prior,
chemistry.
I actually don't remember, but it was like air, earth, wind, water, fire, Captain Planet Heart. Ether was another one. It was like something that the waters of chaos, that stem from the waters of chaos, some sort of a material that can be transmuted into anything at all. I'm thinking out loud.
Yeah.
It's something, ether is a thing, it conducts electricity, hence the antennae and all that shit.
And maybe the magnetic side of things.
The magnetic side. This could be a giant battery, a giant magnetic, whatever the hell, field generator. I don't know. But
It's an
ether is something
archaic-
that's being hidden.
This is an archaic definition. So a very rarefied and highly elastic substance formerly believed to permeate all space, including the interstices between the particles
Interstices.
of matter. Yeah, thank you, interstices.
Or anyway, go ahead, sorry.
Between the particles of matter, and to be the medium whose vibrations constituted light and other electromagnetic radiation.
So that's a little bit what I was describing.
Yeah.
It's some God material that can, with the knowledge of the technology on how to manipulate that technology, can be defined into anything that you see fit.
My question, Q, when was it taken off of the periodic table?
There was a lot of shenanigans, allopathic health, homeopathic to allopathic, Rockefeller, Rothschild, all that shit. What is there to be said about it? You know, it's envious, it's fearful. What do you want me to say? They're doing it for damned good reasons.
I think 1904?
Yeah, before 35, way before 35. I'm just guessing again.
But I mean, there's nothing stopping it from being out there. It's just the knowledge of how to use it.
The knowledge of how to use it is suppressed. 311 said it the best. The tech has been suppressed.
Yep.
That's why transistor is the best.
Yep.
It's everything. MIT physicists getting assassinated, allegedly, this and that. Everything that could be turned into free energy. Why would that be allowed to exist when you're running a prison? Do the prisoners get to exist and do their own thing?
Right.
Do they get to control their lights on and off? No.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the way it is. There's fear and there's envy. That's how you make a prison.
Damn.
Isn't that silly?
I know this
Ethan?
is completely off subject, but don't you still love the idea how vibrations, just because it's kind of like we're using that a little bit, but vibrations, how it does make the different symbols and shit on like a board. Isn't that cool?
The cymatics
Yeah.
and such. It's really, the implications are pretty staggering when you consider sound, waves, and vibration, and what it does to water, and therefore what it does to the water in your body, or what it does to blood.
Exactly.
What it does to brain matter.
Just the idea, like the different shapes from different, basically frequencies.
Yeah.
What frequencies do to things.
What it does to global weather.
There it is, what it does to clouds.
Yep.
Yeah, with cloud busters.
It's got to be like, in a weird way, just like you're talking about this ether, I kind of feel like vibrations could be used the same way. And that's a technology that
Tesla said it.
Someone would have perfected that over time too, but maybe that's
No, it's already been done. Tesla said, what is it? The secret of everything is 3, 6, and 9, whatever that. I don't even want to talk about that, but it's like sound, frequency, and vibration, and whatever 3, 6, and 9 are.
It's the key to it all.
It's the key to everything. You can dismantle matter and remantle it, but it's that technology. You could never have it. But what's interesting is that, let's say it exists beyond the ice wall.
Right.
That's what everyone says.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say our realm is a lot smaller and it's surrounded by an ice wall that's really small. You've seen those pictures. I didn't send them. I don't know if I want to be digging through a phone right now. I think I should. It's too good. Pictures that, it could be just Photoshop bullshit. I understand how it works. Is this thing off?
I've seen a lot of interviews of people, generals and stuff, saying they're behind the ice wall and that
Yeah, bird.
vibrations period can cause any earthquake they want in the basically.
I did see a lot of
global weather.
God, I'd be totally speaking from fucking a blank space if I started talking about this, so I won't. More or less saying that there's been situations where whatever type of humongous weapons they have down in Antarctica, the guy's going on record saying like he was not in charge of them, but he was with the people that did it, and they made a mistake, and it caused like the biggest.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Biggest volcano, like in the middle of the ocean, which caused an earthquake in Russia. There was like a big mistake caused by the weaponry they have because it was the first time they fired it up.
There's underground bases being bombed. There's a war underneath us. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was like that type thing. Like, there's tons and tons of that weaponry. Okay, yeah, that's a fucking wild
Do
one.
you like that one?
Yeah.
I know it's not possible to see, but I guess I'll show it somehow. But I really like that, and just because we're on the subject, because we're never, and I don't want to say never, but it doesn't seem like we're ever going to get technology that you don't have to pay for with a meter, and also get your asshole fingered by a lesbian or something at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's not happening, in other words.
It's not happening, but we can always. Now, if there were realms, Agartha, Mu, Atlantis, let's say it's under us, let's say it's beyond the ice wall, all of these different places, Asgard, all of these places, if they're there, are they all just beating off and watching us suffer?
I know.
Are they just watching
Like,
us?
if they're in tune to the tech that we're talking about.
Yeah.
And obviously, they've got everything figured out.
What was the city in Final Fantasy VII that got the plate dropped on it? It's just,
We're awaiting a plate?
Yeah, I guess. Are we awaiting a plate drop? I guess it's interesting. It doesn't mean anything. It's only good for fiction. But we are clearly not getting it, and that is the unfairness of it all. We see. Well, of course, it's also warfare, but it is unfair. But then again, Eric, is technology good? Of course, we describe technology that is good. Technology.
Well, the only tech that we're privy to, is it good?
Is all bad.
It's all bad.
If this technology is bad, that to me that means that all technology is bad. But how could this grid, the star forts, the ley lines, whatever Atlantis, whatever grid, this power source, that free energy, was that really so bad? What the fuck?
It got wiped out somehow. There's a plate dropped on it.
Eric.
But
we have to pay for gas.
But it's everything. It's like that. So we pay for gas. We pay taxes, and our money goes.
We pay electricity on graphics cards.
Yeah, that our money goes towards what? Maybe landing on Mars.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking
NASA.
bullshit going on in this, and yeah, maybe someone just sitting over a wall is laughing.
Is that really how it is? Because I already feel like the stars are laughing. But do they have to laugh that are also have their feet on the ground in other realms? Do they have to be laughing at us too? I swear to you.
At the moment, yes.
I don't like that.
It sucks. It sucks to be laughed at.
I think welcome to the party. I think they should join in it. Yeah.
There was a crazy moon cycle, and we all felt it. It was nice and clean and bright out, looking up at those laughing stars.
I'm feeling a lot of wisdom lately about myself and how I am and how I've been and how I could be.
Just letting the wisdom flowing to us.
Ebenezer Scrooge with me at all times.
And we're we're trying to not be so Scrooge with you guys, but we're just trying to give you the news, baby.
Who else is going to do it? Who else is going to do it, Eric? Another one?
Another one.
Hey, don't forget your juice.
Ooh, I need my juicy.
Another one? My gosh.
All right,
Thanks for
we'll see you
everything,
guys on
everyone.
the
Thanks so
next
much
one.
for supporting. Yeah, this is the Foundry.
Support us on Patreon, guys, please.
Please.